folks, thanks for taking the time to watch this presentation and for the consideration thus far. We very much appreciate it. My name is Ashkan Faraday. I oversee business development at Inersol. It's like my 1,000th time trying to do this to get it under 5 minutes, so let's just dive right into it. A little bit about the company. Founded in 2005, Oak Brook, Illinois, by my father, Dr. Rue Faraday, who spent his whole career and his whole life in energy, over 50 years. What we're seeking today is the funding to build a full-scale commercial prototype of the compact solar module, or CSM for short. We have a small working prototype, and now we want to bring a full-scale prototype to market and prove it in a commercial setting. We have a team in place ready to execute on this. It's a team with a great background that spans multiple disciplines, but we believe we have the right experience to bring this to market and make it a commercial success. So let's dive into a little bit about solar and how it operates today. Obviously, you have solar panels. Everybody knows about these, but they require outdoor direct sunlight exposure to operate and generate electricity. One of the challenges is that in order to create a lot of energy, you need a lot of space. And you're limited by how much energy you can create based upon how many panels you can get into this space, which if it's not that much land or not that big of a rooftop, you can only create a limited amount of energy. You also typically need southern exposure, which gives you maximum amount of sunlight. And a lot of times in these structures, you can't get great southern exposure. There's also city ordinances that ban panels on rooftops because they're not aesthetically pleasing. Older rooftops can't support the panel weight. Solar panels do erode, which means you have to maintain them and require and change them out, which costs more money. All these factors combined really do limit the commercial viability of solar energy as a true alternative energy source. However, that's where the CSM comes in, and we believe this is truly revolutionary. So in this figure on the right, you'll see an example of what the CSM would look like in a commercial structure. This would be the roof over here, and you have these light guide tubes that protrude from the roof. This is about 6 inches in diameter, this lens on top. This also has a mechanism in it that'll track the sun throughout the day. So gone is the need for southern rooftop exposure. So this protrudes a little bit from the roof. The sun would come through, sun rays would transmit down fiber optics and into these sandwich solar panels that are facing each other. Once the sun gets in there, it'll hit off the solar panels and it creates the energy. So we've demonstrated this works in a small scale prototype, and this is what the fuller, more commercial scale prototype would look like. This represents one CSM, the 2 solar panels, fiber optics, and a single light guide tube, and this whole figure represents 6 CSMs. So as you can see, the biggest advantage of the CSM here is you can stack solar panels on top of each other, and gone is the need to lay them out flat in direct exposure to the sunlight. What this means is you can fill a room with CSMs, you can fill a building with CSMs, and generate as much electricity as you want. So each CSM consists of 1 light guide tube, 2 solar panels, as I mentioned. It takes about 8 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide, and about 3/4 of a feet deep. That generates about 450 watts of electricity, which would, in our estimation, you would need 10 CSMs to power a single household. That would be about a 9-foot tall room, 3 feet wide, and about 7 feet deep. That's not even a full room. That's a partial portion of a room. And that only requires 5 square feet of rooftop space, as opposed to traditional panels, which require 540 square foot of rooftop space to lay them out. So we believe this is truly revolutionary. You could generate as much electricity as you want, having a big structure loaded with CSMs. A lot of advantages here. Arnold agrees. CSM is a great product and will revolutionize the energy industry. Ultimately, I think long-term goal, we can become the utility. There's many avenues you can take with the CSM, but we can become the utility. We can load up buildings with CSMs, generate enough electricity to send out to the market. We can sell to residential, we can sell to commercial, we can sell back to the utility. Ultimately, my father would love that if we have the ability to provide clean, accessible, affordable, and reliable energy throughout the world. He's always had a mission to help people, and he sees this as a way of being able to do that. A little bit more about the patents we have. We have 1 in the US, we have 2 international that are covering the technology. Happy to provide more details on that. And a little bit about my father as well. Came here when he was 18 years old, went to undergrad at University of Arizona, got his master's from Stanford, and got his PhD from Northwestern, and has spent his whole career in the energy industry. Other team members, myself, sales and marketing, Dan Ehrenberg, green development, energy efficient development, and my brother Payman, background in construction, investment, and finance. Contacts, more details on the patents in the deck. We'll be happy to send this along with the presentation. And just want to say thank you again for the time and consideration thus far. We're happy to answer any more questions, and we look forward to speaking again soon. Thank you.